Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. It is Monday. I'm sitting in front of Shaw's. I've already been in to pick up the flyer. Just show you really quick. If you're seeing this video, then you've already seen the flyer because I post that early. And I post this tag-along video at night, usually, because I got work to do during the day. Don't have time to edit videos. Went really well. Went to the service desk. Here are your flyers, Darlene. Thank you very much. I like that when it works that way. Didn't really do any shopping. I checked reduced meat, and even with the reduced stickers, still too high per pound, so I left with nothing there. Went to check reduced. My mother is in desperate need of bread. She was breadless yesterday for an entire day. She wanted me to go out and get bread. I just didn't feel up to it, so I said, you can go without bread one day in your life. So she had crackers. And not only did she have crackers, she had crackers in milk. She is used to having 2 slices of bread in milk every night with a little bit of sugar. And since she didn't have bread, she took saltines and put that in milk. She did. Really, for real. And my mother eats a lot of bread. She usually eats at least 6 slices of bread a day. Sometimes 8 slices, because she'll do 2 for breakfast, 2 with her lunch, 2 for dinner, and then 2 before bed. So that's a lot of bread. Lots and lots of carbs. And I eat none. I almost decided to have a sandwich last weekend. I went out on Saturday and I had it in my head that maybe I'll get Subway or something. And I don't even know if I've ever had Subway. I just don't know if I ever have. I mean, maybe years ago. I don't know. I'm just not one to go to Subway. And I decided not to. It just didn't matter to me if I don't have bread or not. Just don't care. I'm breadless. Oh my God, an employee sees me. And I feel like a complete idiot right now. Okay, I'm over it. What did I want to tell you guys? I'm cranky because I got woken up by a phone call from and I'm mad that I don't know who I spoke to, because I wanted to call them back, but it was just the general Southern Maine healthcare phone number, so I didn't have like a direct line on my ID that I could call that person back. But it's from 2 bills that I've been fighting for a while. You may remember, was it last fall that I went for a physical and was expecting the physical to be 100% covered by my insurance because it's preventive care. And I know most people say preventative. My insurance says preventive, so I'm going with preventive. And I don't need anyone correcting me. Look it up. Preventive is actually a word. And I was very clear with my doctor because the previous year I had a physical and I got charged a $30 copay, and I fought that just for the principle of things. It's like it was supposed to be 100% covered. And they said, well, you must have talked about something or done something that wasn't covered under a physical. And I said, that's not for me to know. If I go for a physical, the doctor should do just what's physical-ish. And if it's not covered under a physical, he should say, if we talk about this, Darlene, it's not going to be considered a physical anymore, and you're going to have to pay a copay or whatever. And I would have said, okay, then I'm shutting my mouth, and we're not going to talk about that. So this time, I even joked with my doctor. I was like, now remember, we are doing nothing unless it is covered under a physical. Nothing. I'm going to be paying 0. I don't want to be charged a copay or anything. And he was like joking with me. And I said, if I start to say something that's not covered under a physical, you tell me we can't talk about that. It's not covered under a physical. So we went through the appointment and he got me to go for a mammogram. And he assured me mammogram is preventive and it is 100% covered under the physical. So, because it's preventive medicine, and my insurance covers preventive medicine, 100% covered. So I went for the mammogram, and they said, oh, you know, it's very, very common that we call you back for some more images, so don't worry. If we call you back, don't panic. It's just because we need some extra images, blah, blah, blah. Nobody ever said to me, if we call you back, the second appointment isn't covered. That's ridiculous. The second mammogram cost me $500 and some change. I was like, At first I was like, okay, that was listed under diagnostic. Nobody told me that. I should not have been shocked by a $500 bill. I was going to fight it, and then I decided I wasn't going to fight it. I was just going to go ahead and pay it, and then I thought, no, I'm fighting it. So then I also got a bill from my doctor's office, also $500 for my physical. So I went back to them and said, look, something's got to be coded wrong here or whatever. And she goes, oh, yes, they have these coded wrong. They put them under as screening and not preventive or whatever. So she says, I'll fix that. And I was like, okay, great. But then I got another bill from them that it was only reduced and like cut in half. So I still owed over $200 on that. So I wrote a nice little letter and explained to them exactly why I was disputing those two bills and that I was not going to pay them. So we're talking about $750 now because the physical bill was cut in half. They don't quite understand why I don't want to pay. You know, and I explained to them, I fought a $30 copay for like 7 months because of the principle of it. I have $30 in my pocket to pay a copay. I promise you I do. But I didn't want to because it was the principle of the thing. So you think I'm going to dish out $750 now? So I wrote a letter, and I had gotten a reply back from the mammogram people, and she said there is a script that they're supposed to read when they call you back for more images that says whatever, and that says this part may not be covered under preventive care. So I said they did not tell me that. Had they told me that, I would have been like, give me the codes, let me call my insurance and see how much this is going to cost me. But they didn't. So I went back, naive, first time I ever have a mammogram, thinking this is still all under the umbrella of preventive care. But nope. So I told her, I said, not paying. Just not paying. I don't even care if it ruins my credit. My credit is impeccable. I'm not buying a house. I don't need to buy another car. I mean, I don't care. Ruin my credit. I don't care. So I'm not paying it. And so today they called about the other bill, my physical bill, and the woman was a snot. And she was like, the doctors can't know what's covered and what's not, but the doctors are supposed to know what is considered part of the routine physical. So I said, you have to talk to my doctor. He will remember how we joked about we can't talk about anything unless it's covered under the physical. She just, refused. She kept saying, it's up to you to know. And it's like, well, then he should have said, Darlene, I don't know in advance what's going to be covered or not, or what your insurance is going to consider preventive. And then I would have said, okie dokie, bye-bye. She's like, yeah, but you need your physical. No, it's up to me to decide if I want my physical. They do nothing for a physical. Listens to my heart, taps my knee. I don't even think he tapped my knee because I probably would have kicked him. But I remember he looked at my ankles and says, oh, you're not holding any fluids. And I'm like, no, it's pure fat, doctor, pure fat. No water in this body. And that's how I talk with him. That's how much we joke around. So after about 20 minutes on the phone with that biatch that I was on the phone with, I said, you have my doctor call me. That's all there is to it. And I won't pay it. I just won't. If I have to change doctors, if they say, you have to pay this bill before he sees you again, I'm going to say, I'm seeing somebody else. Because it's just crazy. Anyway, that's my rant for today. No longer letting everybody just, toss the ball to somebody else and saying, oh, well, it's up to you, it's up to them. The person that it is the least up to is me. Insurances say, oh, well, we can't guarantee, and then, what's going to be covered or not. And the doctors are like, well, we can't guarantee. So it's like somebody's got to tell me. If I go for a haircut somewhere, which I've only done once in my life, you all know I cut my own hair. Quite obvious. But, you can't go to a hair salon and say, I see a sign on the door, free haircuts. Oh, yes, come on in. And they cut my hair. And then I get a bill. And I say, what do you mean? I got a bill for $25 for a haircut? Oh, it was only free if we took off 5 inches. But the hair person took off 6. So we have to charge you. I would have needed to have that explained to me before you cut my hair, not after. You don't do it after. Oh, it makes me so mad. I am in a public parking lot, acting like a complete maniac. All right, calm down. Calm down. Not only do I not like issues like this, I don't like phone calls. I do terrible on the phone. Anyway. And did I tell you my mother fired our helper, T, like a week and a half ago? Yeah, that didn't last. T didn't do a good enough job, according to my mother. And I've heard that before because that's what I was told all my life. You didn't do a good enough job. That's why I don't like to clean. Because it's like when you're told your whole life, oh, you should have done it that way, or you didn't do it behind there, or, you know, instead of saying, oh, thank you for what you've done, even if it might not have been everything you wanted, a thank you, that's great, would have been nice instead of being criticized. But I was always criticized, and so was T, and T is bye-bye now. So we're trying to get somebody else, and, you know, I'm like, you gotta pick somebody for my mother who just can't take things personally, because my mother can wear you down. So no T this week. No, we didn't have her last week, so it was like, I don't know, like I said, maybe a week and a half ago. I'm so tired of everything. I really am. And I went through like a week of depression, and then I snapped out of it, and then I went back into it for like a day, and it's so weird. It's so weird that I can feel it. It's like I'm being, all of a sudden, my entire body is being crushed. It's a physical feeling. It's not just an emotional thing. It's not good. But I seem to be out of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I don't want to do anything. What else did I want to tell you? Oh, let's open up my little tickets here. Monopoly 2. I got 2. I earned 1. She gave me another one just for being so cool. I have 1 at home also. So let's see what I won. Nothing, I'm sure. Is this my first coupon one? 25 cents off a bag of Pepperidge Farm bagged cookies. Doubt very much that I'll be using that, because I'm sure the cookies are way more expensive than a 25-cent discount will make worthy of it of, what am I trying to say? 50 cents off one 75-ounce bottle of Cascade Gel dishwasher detergent. I do dishes with my hands. Don't need that one. So, I pretty much got nada. So my mother needed bread. Did I start this conversation by saying that? I can't remember. But one time, I go there and there's 0 loaves of bread. 0. There were some bagels and some like weird funky loaves that were like hard as a rock. So I had to buy regular priced bread. So I got her regular white for $1.99. No, I'm sorry, $1.19. And then I got her, I did buy some meat. I take that back. But then I did also get her an Italian for $1.99. She likes the Italian bread like that. And I got her some cookies instead of $4. Well, they were $3.50, marked down to $1.75, and I picked the M&M cookies. She likes those, and we do freeze them. And then I got, see, I forgot that I bought something in meat. I still didn't like paying this much for pork. It was $2.96, and I got $1 off, so it was $1.96 for 1 pound. It's 0.99 is the weight. So it's 3 pork chops. $1.96 for a pound of meat isn't too bad. Oh, okay. I guess that's it. I'm pretty sure I've talked enough. Nothing much else to say. I just want to thank you guys for watching my videos, and thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. It's like it took me forever to get to 1,000. I wanted to reach 1,000 by the new year, but we didn't make it until like January, but now I'm over 1,500. It's a boy with a boy-sounding car. I will do it. What was I saying? Jeez, just the sight of a man throws me off. Not my kind of guy. Did he leave his car running? What the heck's that noise? I don't like the sound of somebody running a vehicle for no reason. drives me crazy. I don't know what I was saying, so let's just say, oh yeah, the subscribers. So thank you and welcome to all my new subscribers. I hope that I don't scare you off, because the new people didn't see me like do all the crying videos that I've done in the past. I honestly think that my low carb, low sugar has helped me immensely with my depression. It's like I still get depressed and I still get that crushed feeling, like where I almost can't breathe. And a lot of that's anxiety too. But you know, I still get the low, oh my God, I find no interest in anything. But those videos in the past where, I mean, I cried uncontrollably, and even in stores and everything, I think a lot of that was sugar related. I really do. And carbs, in case you don't know, if you don't use them up, they turn to sugar. So it's like OD on sugar. Okay, relax. My little Skylar does that. I can't wait to have her. Oh, what's the other thing she does? She said something like, we were doing something and we were like clapping, and she's like, do the opera clap. I'm like, opera clap? What is that? She goes, it's like, where did she come up with that stuff? I love her so much! And I miss her so much. I'm going to try to have her for like 6 weeks this summer. I haven't asked permission for that long yet, but I want her. I want her that long. Okay, that's it. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please thumbs up if you haven't yet. And that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.